Let's get into the Roto-World player news because we got to recap Thursday night football. The Ravens put on a beating on the Dolphins in this one so badly that the Dolphins and their longtime general manager Cris have mutually parted ways this morning. Here's the notable fantasy performances. Welcome back Lamar Jackson. It looked easy for him through the air as he throws 4 touchdowns here, guys. And who did 2 of them go to, Matthew?
Mark Andrews.
Oh.
Look, I'm not saying we should get all the credit for this. I'm not saying we should.
We deserve a lot, though.
I'm merely pointing out the facts that Mark Andrews had been disappointing in fantasy for a while now. We took him off the wall, and then the very next game goes out and scores 2 touchdowns. Ipso facto, ergo, therefore. I mean, I think we motivated him. I think he saw that and like, damn, I was on those guys' shows. I answered their dumb fantasy questions. I'm a friend of the podcast, and they do me like that.
He thought he was
I'll show them.
Right.
And so I think Mark Andrews might need to get back on the wall. My Twitter blew up of people asking, Andrews has to go back on the wall. He came off the wall. Do we put him back on the wall?
Well, the chat is going to decide right now because there's a poll in the live chat. Of course, we are on YouTube every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's where the regulars hang out every day. Who should Mark Andrews replace on the wall? Cam Ward? Matthew? Or the option, Mark Andrews doesn't go back on the wall?
That's the question, is what is the integrity of the wall? Is there going to be a reactionary wall? What, he has a bad game next week, he's off again? Good game, he's back on? I don't know. Maybe we need to motivate him more by keeping him off the wall.
Here's the positive. Second highest scoring game this season. He's now had at least 1 end zone target in 3 of the last 4 games that he's played with Lamar. The 3 of the 4 full games that he's played with Lamar Jackson this season. So, when they get in close, Lamar does like to look for him in the end zone. All that said, he scored 2 touchdowns and still only got 16.6 fantasy points. He was 2 for 22. Those 2 receptions happened to be touchdowns. So the usage still isn't there, which, is not ideal, right? So he is very touchdown dependent. I still think to the eye test, Isaiah Likely is the more talented player at this stage of their careers. It's just he's not getting the touchdowns. Charlie Kolar gets one as well. Rashad Bateman, as you see, 2 for 13 with a touchdown. Zay Flowers, worth noting, did not get 80 total yards from scrimmage and a touchdown, as I forget who it was, but somebody wanted me, whoever that person is, needs to dress up as Kelly Kapowski, because that was the bet. That's what we discussed yesterday. So, sorry, let's see it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.